Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Otsego Senior Night. We'd like to thank our seniors and their parents for their efforts during their careers and wish them the best of luck going forward. We'll begin with our senior band members. Starting us off is Logan Abreu, who's the son of Tony and Heidi Abreu. He's a four-year member of the marching band. And after high school, Logan plans to attend Owens Community College and pursue a career in heating and cooling. Next is Penelope Augusti, the daughter of Rudy and Kathy Augusti. She's been involved with marching, concert, and jazz bands for the past 4 years, and is currently the marching band's front ensemble section leader. She's also involved in NHS, and after graduation, Vanny plans to go to college majoring in computer science and engineering and minoring in music. Jo Bradford is the daughter of Jason and Cherish Bradford. She has been in the marching band for 4 years and is a member of the National Honor Society and has been in 3 high school musicals and has danced for 14 years. She spends her extra time volunteering at Nature's Nursery, and Jo is excited to attend the pre-vet program at the University of Findlay after graduation. Rosemary Brewster is the daughter of Michael and Laura Brewster. She is a 4-year member of the Otsego Band. She is also involved in Knights Have Your Back, Student Council, and NHS. And after high school, Rosemary plans on pursuing an education degree at Wash University. Parker Camp is the son of Jason and Carla Camp. He is a 4-year marching band member, along as a 4-year varsity golfer. Parker has been involved in Student Council, DECA, FCCLA, bowling, and the student-run branch of the Sun Federal Credit Union. After graduation, Parker plans to attend BGSU to major in marketing. Ian Hurst is the son of Kyle and Brittany Hurst. He's a 4-year member of the marching band and plays the alto saxophone. After graduation, Ian plans to attend college and major in computer science. Allison Lee is the daughter of Aaron and Jody Lee. She's a member of the Otsego Marching Band for the past 4 years. Allie is also a 4-year member of the Student Council and Swing Choir. She hasn't decided on a specific college or major yet, but she hopes to make a difference wherever she goes. Christian McKay is the son of Christian and Penny McKay. He's a 4-year member of the Otsego Marching Band. And after high school, Christian plans on attending Eastern Michigan University, majoring in biochemistry. Maxwell Miles is the son of Dawn and Matt Miles. Max is a 4-year member of the concert band and jazz band, as well as a drum major in the marching band. Max is also a 4-year member of the Otsego Outdoors Club. Outside of school, Max is an Eagle Scout in Troop 347 and alumnus of the Buckeye Boys State. After high school, Max plans on attending Bowling Green State University, majoring in music education. Tony Noe is the son of Melissa and Dave Noe. He's a 4-year marching band member. Tony is also involved in choral, musicals, and jazz band. Tony's future plans include enlisting in the Air Force and working for NASA. Callie Chappitt is the daughter of Josh and Danielle Chappitt. She's a 4-year marching band member and is also involved in the Otsego FFA chapter. After graduation, Callie plans on attending an undecided college to study equine science. Colin Went is the son of Joseph Went and Carrie Ann Chandler. He's a 4-year band member. Colin is also involved with the Otsego baseball team as a 4-year member. And after graduation, he plans to attend college with an undecided major. Josie Zeller is the daughter of Kathy and Hank Zeller. She's a 4-year marching band member and is involved in NHS, jazz band, musical, and esports. After graduation, Josie plans to attend college in an undecided major. And our final band member. And those are our band members. Thank you to those senior band participants. Next up is our lone senior boys golfer, Tommy Mikowski. He's the son of Jessica and Tom Mikowski. He is on the boys varsity golf team and is also involved in Knights Have Your Back. And after graduation, Tommy plans to major in business. And ladies and gentlemen, our senior male golfer. Up next are our boys soccer participants. First will be Robert Bohr, son of Lori and Bill Bohr. He is a first-year varsity soccer player and is also involved in FFA, Student Council, and Knights Have Your Back. After graduation, Robbie plans to attend an undecided college to get a pre-med in biology. Kalen Brown is the son of Todd and Jamie Brown. Keelan has played soccer for a year and plans on attending the University of Toledo, majoring in IT and building a career in the tech space. Reed Canterbury is the son of Mark and Shannon Canterbury. He's in his first year of playing soccer, and he participates in the Outdoors Club, Student Council, Explorer Post, and is a private in the Ohio Army National Guard. After high school, he plans to finish training with the Army and attend an undecided college to major in criminal justice. Zach Eilert is the son of Stacy Eilert. He's a 4-year member of the soccer team, and after graduation, Zach plans to attend the University of Toledo to major in chemical engineering. Hayden Fletcher is the beloved son of Corey and Heather. He's been on the varsity soccer team for the past 2 seasons, and after high school, Hayden plans to attend college and major in cybersecurity, while also being a cryptology analyst in the United States Air Force. Dylan Jones is the son of Sean Jones and Jillian Fowler. He's a 3-year varsity soccer player, and Dylan plans on attending a trade school after high school. Silas Robertson is the son of Christine and Joe Parse. He has played soccer for the past 3 years and is also involved in the track and field program. Silas plans to attend BGSU after high school. Thad Timko is the son of Ron and Holly Timko. This year was Thad's first time playing soccer. He's also involved in National Honor Society, Knights Have Your Back, 2nd and 7, and Sun Federal Credit Union at our school. Currently, Thad's plans after high school is to attend an undecided college with an undecided major. Alex Trudiger is the son of Carl Johan and Iris Trudiger. He's a 1-year member of the Varsity Boys soccer team. He also played golf for Otsego and has played several sports in Sweden. After graduation, Axel is going home to Sweden to finish high school, and the future after that is undecided. Walker Waite is the son of Wesley Waite and Renee Finnegan. Walker has been a varsity soccer player for all 4 years of high school, and he's also involved in Student Council, Knights Have Your Back. And after graduation, Walker plans on attending college to study criminology and become a forensic psychologist. Ladies and gentlemen, our boys soccer team, seniors. Up next are the seniors of the girls soccer program. Leading us off is Kaylee Everly. She's the daughter of Kevin and Liz Everly. She's a 4-year varsity soccer player and is also involved in National Honor Society, Knights Have Your Back, and track and field. After graduation, Kaylee plans to attend college and study finance and business. Aubrey Hartman is the daughter of Janelle and Doug Hartman. She's a 4-year varsity soccer player and has been a team captain for the past 2 years. Aubrey is also involved in National Honor Society and is the captain of the varsity softball team. After graduation, Aubrey plans to attend BGSU and major in an undecided major. Morgan Hillshine is the daughter of Lynn and Tom Hillshine. She's a 4-year varsity soccer player. She's also involved in basketball and NHS. And after graduation, Morgan plans to attend Owens and major in sonography. Eleanor Luce is the daughter of Allison and Nathan Luce. Eleanor is also a varsity soccer player and a track athlete. She is also involved in Knights Have Your Back and Student Council. After graduation, Eleanor plans to attend college and major in communication. Ladies and gentlemen, our senior girls involved with soccer. Next up are our senior cross-country members. Leading us off first is Wesley Kellemeyer, the son of Will and Kara Kellemeyer. He's a 4-year member of the varsity cross-country and golf teams. Wesley is also involved in FFA, NHS, FCA, and Knights Have Your Back. After graduation, he plans to attend an undecided university to major in business and hopes to continue his running in college. Ben Nussbaum is the son of Rob and Mandy Nussbaum. Ben is a four-year varsity cross-country runner, a four-year marching band member, and a varsity track runner. After high school, Ben plans to attend the University of Toledo and major in business management. Jacob Obringer is the son of Elizabeth and Nicholas Obringer. He's a four-year cross-country runner and marching band member. Jacob is also involved in NHS, and after graduation, Jacob intends to major in pharmacy at an undecided college. Jack Seeger is the son of Lee and Melissa Seeger. He's a four-year varsity cross-country and track runner, and is also a one-year varsity soccer player. Jack is involved in Knights Have Your Back as well, and after graduation, he plans to attend college and major in business. Nathan Strom is the son of Chip and Kelly Strom. He's a four-year varsity cross-country runner, and Nathan is also involved in indoor and outdoor track. After graduation, Nathan plans to run in college and explore his career options. Our female cross-country runners consist of Savannah Villarreal, the daughter of Amy Weaver and Ernie Villarreal. She's a four-year varsity cross-country runner, and Savannah is also involved in basketball. After graduation, she plans to major in forensic science, but is undecided as to which college she will attend. And Samantha Lair, the daughter of Erica Morgan and Peter Lair. She's a three-year varsity volleyball, we're now entering our volleyball seniors. Again, Samantha Lair is the daughter of Erica Morgan and Peter Lair. She's a three-year member of the volleyball program and is also involved in girls basketball, track and field, NHS, and Knights Have Your Back. After graduation, Samantha plans to attend the Ohio State University to major in exercise science. Our second and final senior in the volleyball program is Emma Reed. She's the daughter of Jacob and Tony Reed. Emma is a three-year varsity volleyball athlete and is also involved in FFA and is currently serving as the vice president. After graduation, Emma plans to attend an undecided college to major in livestock nutrition. Ladies and gentlemen, our girls soccer and volleyball seniors. Up next are our senior football players. We'll begin with Jordan Lee Barnett, the son of Jamie DeWitt and Michael Barnett. He's a four-year football athlete and is involved in Knights Have Your Back, FFA, and Student Council. After high school, he plans to attend the University of Findlay to study kinesiology and get his doctorate in physical therapy. Caden Hutton, the son of Lori and Bob Hutton. Caden is a four-year member of the football team and is also involved in basketball and Knights Have Your Back. After graduation, Caden plans to attend college to major in business. Carter Lampy, the son of Aaron and Andy Stickle. He's a four-year member of the football, basketball, and track teams. Carter is also involved with FFA, where he's the current president, Student Council, Knights Have Your Back, National Honor Society, FCA, 4-H, and working on the family farm. Carter is also an ordained minister and the leader of the Wolf Pack. He plans to attend an undecided university to major in animal science and attend a veterinary school. Jake Lyons is the son of Matthew and Michelle Lyons. He's a four-year varsity football player and is also involved in wrestling and Knights Have Your Back. After graduation, Jake plans on going to college for engineering. Aiden Martin is the son of George and Melissa Martin. He's in his first year of high school football. In the winter and spring, Aiden will also be competing in the track and field program as a sprinter. After graduation, Aiden plans to attend college. Mason Rowe is the son of HD and Holly Rowe. He's a three-sport letterman for football, basketball, and baseball. Mason has been actively involved in 4-H, FFA, and Knights Have Your Back. After graduation, Mason plans on attending Ohio University in Athens to major in business. Jack Rowland is the son of Julie and Sean Russian. He's a three-year varsity football player and is also involved in track and field and the Otsego Outdoors Club. After graduation, Jack plans to continue football in college and major in electrical engineering. Braden Sadler, the son of Aaron and Kendra Sadler. He's a two-year varsity football player, and Braden is also a three-year varsity wrestler. After high school, Braden plans on going to college and majoring in architecture. Bodie Simon, the son of Jessica and Brad Simon. Bodie is a 3-year varsity football and baseball player and is also involved in FFA and Knights Have Your Back. Bodie just signed with Ohio Northern to continue his baseball career and major in sports management. Bryce Springstead is the son of Jeffrey Springstead. He's a 2-year varsity football player, and after graduation, Bryce plans to join the trades. Drew Vollmer is the son of Nathan and Melissa Vollmer. He's a 4-year member of the football program, and he is a Troop 347 Eagle Scout. He's also involved in FFA, where he's earned his state FFA degree, and also involved with the Otsego Outdoors Club. After graduation, Drew plans to get an electrical apprenticeship program. And Dustin Wyckoff, the son of Amy and Tracy Wyckoff, and has a twin sister, Danielle, who's walking with him at this time. Dustin is a 3-year varsity football player, and he also races dirt bikes and helps out with the Knights Have Your Back program. His sister, Danielle, is also the daughter of Amy and Tracy Wyckoff. She's a 4-year cheerleader and a 3-year varsity cheerleader. Danielle is involved in FFA, National Honor Society, and Student Council. After graduation, Danielle plans to enter the workforce. Also, we'd like to wish both Daniel and Dustin a happy 18th birthday. Mom and Dad are very proud of you. Ladies and gentlemen, our football seniors. And continuing on now with our cheerleaders, we have Evelyn Borders, the daughter of Rachel and Ron Borders. She's been a varsity cheerleader for 3 years. Evelyn is also involved in dance, student council, the Roundtable podcast, and is a part-time dance instructor. After graduation, Evelyn plans to attend an undecided university and major in radiology technology. Isabella Carson is the daughter of Jeremiah Carson and Candace Vargas. She's a 3-year varsity cheerleader, and Isabella is also involved in competition cheer and attends the Phlebotomy program at Pennant Career Center. After graduation, Isabella will attend BGSU and major in pre-nursing. Willow Chase is the daughter of Anna Bloomfield and Chris Chase. She's a 1-year varsity cheerleader, and Willow is also involved in competition cheer, swing choir, and the musical. Grace Klein is the daughter of John and Marisa Klein. She's a 3-year varsity cheerleader. Grace is also involved in competition cheerleading, and after graduation, Grace will attend BGSU to major in political science. Celeste Ellebrock is the daughter of John and Melissa Ellebrock. She's a 4-year varsity cross-country runner and a 3-year varsity cheerleader. Celeste is also involved in student council. After graduation, she plans on attending the University of Toledo or BGSU to major in political science and continue cheerleading. Isabella Magrum, the daughter of Josh and Karen Magrum. She's a 3-year varsity cheerleader, and Isabella is also involved in competitive cheerleading. After graduation, she plans to attend BGSU and major in nursing. Lila Seeger is the daughter of Dean and Mandy Seeger. Lila is a due sport athlete in the fall. She runs varsity cross country and is a varsity football cheerleader. She's now serving her 2nd year as team captain this cross country season. In the spring, she runs distance on the varsity track and field team, and she's a reporter for the Otsego FFA chapter and is a community service chair for the student council. She's also involved in the swing choir, the Sun Federal Credit Union, Knights Have Your Back, along with the Boy Scouts of America, where she has just earned her Eagle Scout rank. After high school, Lila plans on attending college as a biology pre-med student, then continuing to med school to become a doctor. And Brooke Simon is the daughter of Shannon Sorosiak, Scott Simon, and Jim Hyman. She's a 4-year member of the cheerleading squad and is a varsity track and field athlete where she has received multiple honors, including Division II state runner-up in the discus last spring. She is also involved in FFA, where she serves as a chapter treasurer, Knights Have Your Back, and her local 4-H organization. After high school, Brooke plans to go to an undecided university with an undecided major while continuing her throwing career. Ladies and gentlemen, our seniors. We thank our seniors and again their parents. Good luck in the future. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the castle for tonight's NBC football contest featuring our guests, the Lake Flyers, and our own Otsego Knights. Otsego Schools, its administration, athletic department, staff, and students welcome you. We're pleased that you're here this evening. As members of the Ohio High School Athletic Association, Otsego High School and Lake High School abide by high standards of conduct, competition, and relations with member schools. Please remember that this is a game between our young people, involving friendly rivals who deserve and expect good sportsmanship from all in attendance. Enjoy the game while displaying support and positive enthusiasm for these athletes. Tonight's officials, who have met the procedures adopted by the Ohio High School Athletic Association, are here to promote the sport while administering the rules in an impartial manner. We thank them in advance and appreciate their commitment to youth athletics. Our officials this evening include Mr. Brian Mardikin, Mr. Mark Widmer, Mr. Corey Hussett, Mr. Joshua Hofstetter, Mr. Robert Gross, and Mr. Jeffrey Cullen. We'd also like to take this opportunity to introduce the various starting units for the two teams. We'll begin first of all with the starting offensive unit of Lane Bishop's Lake Flyers. The offensive line for the Flyers will consist of a sophomore, number 51, Isaac Romero, another sophomore, number 55, Makai Gilbert, a junior, number 58, Andrew Fife, a sophomore, number 73, Landon Stevneski, and a senior, number 77, Cole Fisher. In the offensive backfield at quarterback for the Flyers, a sophomore, number 15, KJ Magers. His running back is a senior, number 2, Isaac Whalen. The Flyer wide receivers consist of number 1, a junior, Gavin Kohlhofer, a senior, number 6, Jay Blazevich, a sophomore, number 17, Jackson Reimers, and a junior, number 81, Xavier Scott. And now the starting defensive unit for the Otsego Knights, coached by Mr. Craig Rutherford. Along the defensive front, the defensive tackles are both seniors, number 62, Bodie Simon, and number 21, Braden Sadler. The defensive ends for Otsego are both juniors, number 67, Cole Hennon, and number 57, Jaden Eberts. The Knight linebacking core consists of 2 seniors and a sophomore. The first senior, number 7, Jake Lines. The next, number 11, Carter Lampy. And the third, a sophomore, number 5, Mason Kramer. And the defensive backfield for Otsego, the cornerbacks include a junior, number 8, Keegan Hutton, and a freshman, number 18, Dane Fatzinger. The strong safety for the Knights is a freshman, number 16, Grady Frank, and the free safety is a senior, number 9, Mason Rowe. Otsego residents are encouraged to check out the District 2024 Quality Profile. In it, you'll find great features on Otsego students' programs and activities at all grade levels. To access the Quality Profile, simply go to the district's homepage and click on the Facebook icon. If you're not a Facebook person, still go to the district homepage, click on our district, then click on Superintendent, and you'll find the 2024 Quality Profile link on the right-hand side. Enjoy and learn about Otsego's great students, activities, and programs.
The Otsego schools would like to thank ProMedica for providing athletic training services at our game. ProMedica has 11 hospitals and over 1,200 providers ready to improve your health and well-being. ProMedica Sports Medicine is proud to be the preferred healthcare providers for the Otsego Knights, and your athletic trainer, Jennifer Mag, is here to get you back in the game. So if you're looking for a healthcare provider, you can check out ProMedica at promedica.org to find one near you.
please welcome to the field the 2024 Otsego Marching Band. Now, please rise for the playing of the Otsego Alma Mater. Presenting the colors this evening is the Light Barger Grimm American Legion Post 441. Now, joining us on the field, the Lake High School Marching Band. Ladies and gentlemen, the privilege of this event was made possible by those who have fought and continue to fight for the freedoms we enjoy. Let us now honor and respect their efforts and the greatest country in the world, the United States of America. Civilian gentlemen, please remove your hats. All veterans, we encourage you to render the appropriate salute, and everyone able, please stand and place your right hand over your heart and proudly sing our national anthem, which will be conducted this evening by Lake High School Band Director Samuel Moran. Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem.
Otsego residents would like to make you aware of the Otsego Baseball Families and Friends Designer Bag Bingo. This event will be held on November 15th, and there will be flyers either in the concession stand or folks will be walking around with them. It will be held at the Tintagony American Legion Hall. A great opportunity to have a great time, win some wonderful designer bags as well as a variety of other things. So if you're interested, you can check for those flyers that are located throughout the stadium this evening. Again, that's the Otsego Baseball Family and Friends Designer Bag Bingo at the Tintagony American Legion Hall on November 15th. We'd also like to remind our fans that there will be a very special presentation for a very noted Otsego student between the first and second quarters. So as soon as the first quarter ends, we'll be having...
It's Lake, it's Otsego, it's senior night on Otsego TV. Hello, sports fans, and welcome inside the broadcast booth. My name is Caden Knapp. I will be your commentator for tonight's NBC matchup. And entering it, the Knights come in with a record of 4-4, 2-3 in the Northern Buckeye Conference. Lake is 3-5, 1-4 in the NBC. Lake is coming off a game in which they led Fostoria last week at home 26-7 in quarter number 2, but could not win. They lost 34-32. Devastating loss for them. Knights, on the other hand, They are coming off that 35-20 loss against Eastwood, but they're in the playoffs if the season were to end today, and they control their own destiny. They're rated number 11 in Region 14. They travel to River Valley should they win out. And this is a big game for them. They averaged 19.6 points per game this year. Lake just ahead of them at 20.87. But it is notable that Lake is without their starting junior quarterback, Carter Buellmer, third in the NBC in passing yards. So their sophomore, KJ Maggers, will be the starter. Last week, the Knights had a lot of Wildcat setups with Keegan Hutton taking snaps. He had 2 throws, one of which went for an interception. It was his last throw of the game, second and final, of course. And now we're going to look at some rankings. In Division 5, which Lake lies, they're 64. Otsego is just ahead of them in Division 4. They're 43. And in the state of Ohio, Lake is 458. Otsego 263. The weather should not be too much of a factor today. It's 64 degrees. The sun has set. And there's a 3-mile-per-hour wind. We've seen some crazy wind games in the last few weeks for the Knights, but weather should not be a huge issue today. Send you down to the field, and we'll get this thing off and rolling. The Knights won the toss again. I feel like they win it almost every week, and they elected to defer their choice to half number 2. So we'll get this thing rocking and rolling. Week number 9, I should say. Week number 9. Who's ready for some football? On Otsego TV, final home game of 2024 for the Knights, at least in the regular season. They can still technically host a postseason game. Toby Powell tees up the football, ready to get this one off and going. Throws his hand up, starts his stride, puts foot to football, and off we go. It's a squib kick that's going to be bobbled at the 30-yard line, and Lake is going to jump on it at the 28-yard line. So here they go. Their first offensive possession of the game. Almost was night football. I believe it was Eastwood that had a line drive kick kind of like that last week. 5 seconds into it, here goes Lake. They're a passing offense. They've had a total of 185 pass attempts this year. And the Knights jumped to start, but no flag came out. You saw 3 Knights on the defensive line jump, but they did not cross the line. Up the right side and down to the 33 that goes in the first play of the game. So KJ Maggers, 6 foot, 185-pound sophomore. As I said, they tend to pass it a lot, but that could change a lot with having a backup quarterback in as we have whistles with 11:38 to play in the opening quarter. 2nd down and 6 says our scoreboard. Wonder what the officials are stopping this one for. But yeah, Buellmer, the junior, like I said, was 3rd in the NBC in passing yards with 1,439. He had 10 passing touchdowns. He also had the most completions and pass attempts in the Northern Buckeye Conference. So a big loss for them. Same setup as last play. Now play action fake, throw across the middle of the slant. It's caught, and that ball is going to get moved up to the 45-yard line of Lake. That was Blazevich making his 27th reception in the year. He entered today with 359 receiving yards, 13.8 yards per reception. Each of the starting Lake receivers averaged more than 10 yards per reception. Their defense has been the problem. There's a keeper. Get out of it, Maggers, and then a couple more Knights are going to sack him back in the backfield at the 38-yard line, it looks like. That's going to bring up 2nd down and long. It was a loss of about 5. They actually put it up to the 40. 2nd down and 15. Clock rolling. 10 minutes and 44 seconds to go in the opening quarter. Senior night here in Otsego, and now like looking over the sideline, trying to figure out what they want to call. Julian Rodriguez is in the backfield next to Maggers. Maggers drop back to pass, throw it wide open. That's caught again by Blazevich, and he's going to move the football into Otsego territory before getting tackled down at the 48-yard line. A good chunk gain there to make it 3rd down and manageable at what looks like 3rd down and 3. Still working on the far sideline hash. Lake does not tend to call plays from under center as well, or take plays. Send a man in motion, hand it up the middle, and the Knights get the stop there to bring up 4th down and short. That was Isaac Whalen, the senior, getting his first carry of the game, up to 95 attempts this year. The officials say he gained 1 yard to bring up 4th down and 2. Whalen enters today with 431 yards on the ground, 4.6 yards per attempt, and he has 5 total touchdowns. 4th down and 2 for Lake. They keep the offense out there. We'll see what coach draws up. Their coach, Lane Bishop. And now we have pre-snap whistles. And the Flyers will use timeout number 1 with 9 minutes and 40 seconds to play in the opening quarter. This is Otsego TV. My name's Caden Knapp. You know the drill. You can email me anytime at 25knapp@otsegoknights.org. They said this is a huge game for both teams. Knights trying to keep themselves in the playoff race, and you have Lake trying to also do that, but they're, like I said, out of it right now if the season were to end today. They can still finish 500, but they do have a matchup against Oak Harbor, which kind of makes that loss last week in that 19-point blown lead to Fostoria even bigger. Eastwood is playing Oak Harbor tonight. That game is believed to be for the NBC, more than likely. The Knights travel to Maumee next week. 4th down and 2. From the gun, Maggers. He's going to drop back to pass. And he's going to throw across the middle field. It's caught, and that tackle is going to be made just beyond where Lake needed to get to. They moved the ball at the 45-yard line, and they needed to get past the 44. Cole Hofer made his first catch of the game, 29th reception of the year. Averaged 16.1 yards per reception. He's a junior as well. Lake now 1 of 1 on 4th down today. 9 minutes, 18 seconds in counting to go in the opening quarter. Lake working in enemy territory. Now we have pre-snap whistles. The umpires through the flag, and he's going to say false start. So they'll move the ball back to the 50-yard line.
Legal procedure that will be assessed against the Flyers. Move the ball back to midfield.
So now instead of being in their own territory or Knight territory, they're at midfield. One place where you're not in either. Waiting for a play call. Under 20 seconds on the play clock. 9 minutes on the game clock. The Knights defense averages 21.6 points per game this year. Throw it downfield. That's caught again by Blazevich, and he's going to move the ball back in Otsego territory before getting tackled down at the 44-yard line, says the officials. There's a gain of about 7, bringing up 2nd down. Keegan Hutton was in on the tackle. It was actually a gain of 6, so 2nd down and 9 officially. Send a man in motion again. This is a play action rule out to the right side. Throw it downfield, and that's caught. Toe tap. We'll see if they got it in bounds, and yes, they did, says the officials. That was Jackson Reimers, the sophomore, making his first catch of the game. Little toe drag swag. 21st reception of the year. and it's going to set up 3rd down and 1. And now we have whistles and an official's timeout. Keegan Hutton's going to leave the game a little shaken up. Don't like to see that. He's a pivotal part of their offense and defense. Reinsberger enters the game for him. Lake already 0 of 1 today on 3rd down. Clock stopped at 8 minutes and 8 seconds to go. This is going to be a handoff up the middle, second handoff of the game, and upfield, bouncing off tacklers and moving it down to, we'll say, the 25-yard line. That time was Julian Rodriguez getting his 62nd give of the year, up over 300 yards now, averages 4.9 yards per carry.
Ball resting at the Knight 25-yard line.
Moving the football early. Now back to pass, throw it, that's caught along the far sideline by Blazevich. Another catch for him, already his 3rd. I believe 2 of those have been on that far side as well to add to that. Fatzinger, the freshman, got the tackle. Fatzinger, one of 4 Knights who has hauled in an interception on the defensive side. Captain Lampy, senior Rowe, and freshman Trevor Brooks are the others. 2nd down and 5 after that 5-yard gain. Handed up the middle, and we're going to get right near the line to gain. That was Isaac Whalen getting in their carry, and it's going to be 3rd down and short. The ball being at the 17-yard line. 3rd down and 2, they say. Lake now in their third down situation of this drive. First drive of the game. Thank you for joining us here on Otsego TV. And man motion now handed up the left side and hit and dropped in the backfield. That time was Damian Pensky, the junior. That's going to set up 4th down, and it moves the ball back to the 20-yard line. So it's 4th down and 5, a loss of 3. Big defensive play for the Knights. Jonathan Specht is the kicker for Lake. He's made 3 field goals this year. They will not attempt a field goal here. Keep the offense out there. As we saw a little bit ago, they converted on 4th down. Approaching the halfway mark of the quarter. This is a quick throw across the middle of the field, and it went behind Blazevich, and it's going to go incomplete. The Knights turn them over on downs, and they're going to get the ball, keeping Lake to no points. A good defensive stop for the orange, black, and white, as their offense will trot onto the field for the first time today. As you all know, they're once again led by Mason Rowe, the senior. He also returns punts and plays defensive back. 6:20 to go in the opening quarter. Rowe's only passed the ball 8 times this year. 5 of 8, 44 yards. He has that 1 interception thrown at least, as we have a whistle and flags are down. It's going to be the 2nd false start of the game, I do believe. Correction, it's actually going to be offside on Lake. 2nd pre-snap penalty of the game, 2nd penalty on Lake. And it's now going to be 1st down and 5 with the ball getting walked up to the 25-yard line. Pre-snap penalties irritate coaches the most. Under center row. He's now going to hand it up the right side, and Jake Limes is going to get a gain of 2, moving the ball up to the 27-yard line. 2nd down and 3 from that spot. Limes enters today with 42 rush attempts for 258 yards, averages 5.9 yards per carry, and he has 2 touchdowns on the ground. He also has 1 reception for 9 yards. To add to that, Keegan Hutton still not in the game. Monty Martin in for him. Martin will get the ball up the left side, and he's going to get met and tackled down right at the line of scrimmage, bringing up 3rd down and 2. Might have given him a yard there, the officials. 5 minutes, 28 seconds to go in quarter number 1. No score yet. Here in the Castle, final regular season home game of the year. It's senior night. Under center now. That's where the Knights will run most of their plays. They're going to drop back to pass, and that is caught by Monty Martin in the flat, and he's going to get beyond the line to gain before falling forward. Ball will now be placed at the 33-yard line. Knights convert their first 3rd down. That pass had a lot of heat on it, so good on Martin for catching it. As you see, it took him to the ground. But all that matters is he held on in the end. Under center now. Here's a give. Limes, his 2nd carry of the game, and he's going to get met and tackled down at the 36-yard line. So both his carries today so far have went for 2 yards, or at least 2 yards. It's now 2nd down and 7, says our scoreboard. This year, Lake has allowed 30.25 points per game, 242 points in total. There's a little bit of miscommunication. The ball actually came out, but the Knights do get on it. Mason Creamer came up with the recovery in the backfield, but it's 3rd down and long now at 3rd down and 11. Loss of 4 on that play. Ball now back at the 32-yard line of Otsego. 3:37, first quarter of play. No score yet. It's 3rd down and long for the Knights as Rowe runs into the huddle to relay the play that he was just given from Coach. Knights 1 of 1 so far on 3rd down. This is a give to Limes at the right side. He's going to get tackled, not get anywhere near the line to gain there. 4th down and presumably the punting unit for the Otsego Knights. It was a gain of 1 there for Jake Limes, his 3rd carry of the game. And this year, Jack Rowland has 17 total punts for 498 yards. So this punt should get him over 500. Average of 29.3 yards per punt. He has 1 touchback, and 4 of his kicks have landed inside the 20-yard line and been downed before the goal line. 4th down and 9. Rowland gets the punt off. It's a high kick. That's going to be fair caught at, we'll say, the 28-yard line by Jay Blazevich, the senior, and out onto the field trots Lake's offense, their 2nd offensive possession of the game. 2 minutes, 33 seconds to play in the opening quarter. My name's Caden Knapp. This is Otsego TV. Email me anytime, 25knapp@OtsegoKnights.org with any questions, comments, or concerns. Five wide setup for the sophomore. See if they motion someone in the backfield before the snap. From the 28-yard line, near sideline hash. 3 seconds on the play clock. They'll get it off, throw it quickly downfield, and it's bedded down at the line, and it's going to go incomplete. It was Cole Hedden who got a hand on it. 2nd down and 10. Lake took almost all their play clock to snap that play. I will say, at least I haven't noticed it, but this year it feels like the Knights and their opponents really have not been using much of the play clock until it gets later in games. Usually there's quick snaps. Back to a 5 wide formation. This is going to be a quarterback keeper of the middle. Maggers going to get tripped up at the line by Carter Lampy and fall forward. Keeping the ball at the 28-yard line. 3rd down and 10 for the Flyers. They're already 1 of 3 today on 3rd downs. How about that? 3 third down attempts on their first possession. We're approaching 2 minutes to go in the quarter. There was an early leave there, and that's going to be tipped up in the air and incomplete. It was nearly interception. What I meant by early leave, it looked like 100% that Julian Rodriguez left early off the near side of your screen. Coach Durwa pointed it out. The official said no, it was not a false start, though. 4th down in the punting unit. 3 and out for the Flyers for the first time today. Their punter is Penske. We already established he's a junior. He's going to boot it high in the air, and it's going to take a bounce and be downed at the 42-yard line. A good punt there, and with 1:48 to play, out trots the Knights offense for their second offensive possession. Now, interestingly enough, with Mason Rowe, the Knights punt returner, he has 4 total returns this year, netting 0 yards. He just really has not returned the ball all that much. And when he has, it's gotten minimal yardage or gone backwards in some cases. That's how he got the 0. I mean, oftentimes the ball is in this area. He'll wave his hand up to call fair catch, and then we'll just let it bounce. Martin's still in the game for Keegan Hutton. Limes is the motion man. This is a give up the middle to Monty Martin, and he's going to fall forward up to the 45-yard line. A gain of about 3, bringing up 2nd down and 7 to go. We're approaching 90 seconds to go in the opening quarter of play. Playing on senior night tends to mean a little more for those seniors, knowing it's the final time they get to see their home crowd in regular season play at least. Friday Night Lights, a lot of fun. This is a handoff up to Limes, and he'll go backwards. He's tackled down right at the original line of scrimmage before the first down play. It's going to be 3rd down and 10, loss of 3. As we're now down under a minute to play in the opening quarter. At 53 seconds, we'll at least get one more snap. Lampy is the only wide out to the far side. This is a play action fake, roll out right side. High pass for Creamer, and it's going to go incomplete. He had no chance at catching that one. And the Knights go 3 and out. With 32 seconds to play in the opening quarter, Jack Rowland's going to punt it for the 2nd time. Blazevich is back deep, and so is Reimers for the Flyers. A pair of receivers on the team. Rowland gets off the punt. It's a high punt, and it's going to take a bounce. Blazevich gets away from it, and it's going to roll all the way down to about the 20-yard line before being downed. That was Trendle downing it. So with 20 seconds to go, the Flyers trot back onto the field. No score yet. See what gets drawn up here. Knights tend to have 4 players lined up on that defensive line, bring 4 rushers. Gonna hand it up. No, check that. That was a good deceptive play, but quarterback's gonna keep it up the middle. That was Maggers. He's gonna make it up to the 26-yard line. And with that, we've reached the conclusion of quarter number 1 here on Otsego TV. My name is Caden Knapp. No score yet. I'm gonna step aside and come right back. Thank you all for tuning in.
Otsego fans, we'd like to direct your attention to the track area. At this time, high school assistant principal Mr. Tom Ferdig is escorting a special honoree this evening, Kendall Meal. We'd like to honor Kendall Meal this evening for advancing to the quarterfinals of the Scripps National Spelling Bee in Washington, D.C. this past May. Kendall placed 60th out of 245 national spellers. Congratulations, Kendall. You represented your school, family, and self extremely well. Ladies and gentlemen, please give Kendall a round of applause.
Welcome back to Otsego TV. As you heard, we have a student here at Otsego, I believe she's in 6th grade, that is going to be a part of a big spelling bee, nationwide spelling bee. I believe it's the Scripps. I sat down with her and chatted with her last school year for the Roundtable podcast. The new 12 minutes go on the clock. It's 2nd down and 5 after that gain of 5 by Maggers. Offset formation to the right. Ball at the 26-yard line. This is going to be give up the middle, and it went backwards that time. Isaac Whalen did, the 5'8" senior. That's going to bring up 3rd down. We've had a lot of 3rd downs so far today. This is the 5th time Lake's been in a 3rd down situation. The Knights have already been in 3. Back to the gun, go the Flyers. A little more than 30 seconds into the 2nd quarter. Back to pass, throw it downfield, and that is incomplete, says the officials. Xavier Scott, the junior, was the intended target, and it's 4th down, and it looks like Lake's going to punt it for a 2nd drive in a row. Another 3 and out for them as well. Penske will punt it away. Rowe will line up at the 44-yard line of Otsego. Get it away. That's a line drive kick. That's going to take a bounce at the 48, and it's going to roll into Knight territory before being downed at the 43-yard line, and that was down by Dom Fitch, the junior, 5'11", 173 pounds. So here comes the Knights offense. 11:09 to go in the half. Back under center go the Knights. Lampy's still the only wide out. And they're going to go down in the backfield. Monty Martin was the ball carrier and got tackled back at the 41-yard line, bringing up 2nd down and 12 to go. A little more than a minute into the quarter. Hutton's still on the sideline, both of them. As you know, Caden's out for the year, but Keegan is sitting down on the bench at the moment with his helmet off. Hope he's okay. Not sure what's up with him. He's limping as he now just got up and walked over next to his teammates. This is a play-action fake. Throw it. There's Martin making his 2nd catch of the game, and he's going to move the football in to enemy territory before getting escorted out of bounds at the 49-yard line. That's going to bring up 3rd down and about 2 to go. Knights are 1 of 3 today on 3rd down. So both completions today for Mason Rowe have gone to Martin in the flat. That one Much better pass than the first. This is going to be a give to Mason Creamer up the left side, and he's going to move the chains, dragging defenders down to the 44-yard line. Good run for Mason Creamer. He's been fantastic this year, entering today at 274 yards, 5.7 yards per attempt, 45 times he was given the football on the ground. He also has 5 receptions for 108 yards and 1 receiving touchdown. And you all know he kicks extra points as well for this team. Not field goals, though. That's Toby Powell's job, who has 2 field goal attempts this year. Hand it up the middle, and they're just barely getting it back to the line of scrimmage. Monty Martin, 9 minutes, 42 seconds until intermission. Here on Otsego TV, you know the drill. You can email me anytime, 25knap@otsegoknights.org with any questions, comments, or concerns. No score yet. This is going to be a rollout right side, and there's caught by Martin again, his 3rd reception of the game, and he's going to rush his way up to about the 25-yard line, and a late flag comes out. We'll see what the penalty is for. Lake's been penalized 2 times so far, one a false start and the other an offside. This might be a late hit. They marked it out officially at the 27-yard line, and we do have a personal foul on Lake. So a costly penalty committed by the Flyers, or what could be a costly penalty if the Knights can cash in, as they're going to walk the ball all the way up to the 12-yard line. Eastwood committed, I believe it was 3 personal fouls last week against the Knights. There's a horse collar, a late hit out of bounds, and I believe a roughing the passer, if I remember correctly. Up the left side, there is Mason Creamer, and he's going to power through defenders and make his way down to the 10-yard line. Good gain for him to bring up 2nd down, 8:48 until half. There's a gain of 4, bringing up 2nd down and 6. Lampy checks out of the game. Dane Fatzinger enters for him. Here's a lone wide out to the far sideline. Freshman. Dip up the middle. There's Monty Martin using it. Hit and then hit again. But he did fall forward to move the ball to the 9-yard line, sending up 3rd down. They say 3rd down and 5. See what coach draws up here. Under 8 minutes to go. This is a give. Martin stutter steps, powers his way to the outside. He's going to be tackled down just shy of the line to gain at the 6-yard line. They needed to get to the 5, and that's going to bring up 4th down. So see if they go for it. You assume they would, with it being 4th down and 2 officially. As we've mentioned previously this season, the 4th down has not been the Knights' strong suit. They'll go for it on 4th and 2, and they're going to hand it off and out in the open and into the end zone. Touchdown Knights. That's Mason Creamer. How about that? His 3rd touchdown of the year on the ground, and it gets the Knights onto the board. And now he'll go out and try and make the point after touchdown. He's 15 of 18 this year when it comes to point after touchdown. He has 39 total points this year, and it's now 40 as he tacks on the point after touchdown. How about that? 7-0 Knights, 7:03 to play in the opening half. As the Knights will boot it away for the second time. Right now they're 5th in the Northern Buckeye Conference. By the way, Mason Creamer is responsible for 24.5% of the Knights' total 163 points this year. Powell booted away. He'll boot it to the north this time rather than the south. We've played about 34 minutes in real time. As many of you know, these games tend to go by fast. Keegan Hutton now gingerly running on the sideline, trying to get back into it. Powell starts his stride, puts the football. We're back underway. That was a wobbling kick that's going to be fielded at the 11-yard line, and the football is going to get moved out to the 27-yard line after that return is done. A gain of 16 on the return, and with 6:53 to go, here comes Lake and their offense. Did not see a number on that returner. Went away from me, so I could not tell you exactly who it was. This is going to be a handoff up the left side, and they're barely going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That was Isaac Whalen who got the football. They faked it to Rodriguez, the sophomore. Now, Whalen is listed as the starter, but Julian Rodriguez does get quite a bit of carries and is involved in the offense a lot. 2nd down and 10. Same goes for Dylan Wright, the junior. Yet to call his name tonight, though. Whalen motioned in the backfield, and Whalen's going to get tackled down in the backfield. Back at the 25-yard line, and now it's 3rd down and long for the Flyers of Lake. Hennon was in on the tackle. Flyers 1 of 5 so far on 3rd downs. So the clock reads 5 minutes and 40 seconds. Interesting formation here. Everyone bunched together for the most part. This is a play-action fake. Take a deep shot downfield, one-on-one, and incomplete it goes. And that pass by Maggers was just in front of his senior receiver, Blazevich, and it's now 4th down. Madsinger was the defensive back in coverage for the Knights. Pesky punted away for the 3rd time. Another 3 and out for the Flyers. Their 3rd consecutive. And low snap. But Pesky's going to get it and boot it high in the air. What a pop-up. And it's going to take a bounce and roll out of bounds at the 49-yard line, it looks like. 49-yard line. They might have brought it up to the 50. Knights looking to build off the momentum they just gained by scoring the touchdown and then forcing the 3 and out. Hayden Knapp, Otsego TV. Senior night, the Knights Playoff hopes, as I said, are very much alive. They can control their own destiny. Should the season end today, they'd more than likely go to River Valley in Caledonia, about an hour and a half southeast of here, I believe, is what it was. An hour and a half from here, for sure. I can tell you that much. And go to the air now. There is Mason Kramer, and he's going to make the catch, and they get hit and tackled down in flyer territory. 2nd down and 7 after that gain of 3, moving the ball up to the 47-yard line. I didn't know Caledonia was a town in Ohio until I was looking at the playoff rankings today. I hope I'm not the only one. One wide out for the Knights on the far sideline. Looks like it's Lampy. Give up the left side. Now in the open again is running, still going. That's Keegan Hutton just back into the game, and he's going to score a touchdown. Keegan Hutton, hello. His 10th rushing touchdown of the year. And it's going to be called back. The officials say holding on Otsego. That looked initially, from my angle, it looked like that was Mason Kramer who had the ball, but no, it was Keegan Hutton. And looked like his injury did not affect that run. Good to see him back in the game, though. 2nd down and 16 after the hold. I did not see where that flag was thrown from, official-wise. Hand up the middle. There's Keegan Hutton. He's going to roll forward up to the 46-yard line. 4 minutes, 10 seconds to go in the half. 7-0 Otsego. It's 3rd down and looks like 14 now for the Knights. That was a back-breaking penalty. The Knights 2 of 6 so far on a 3rd down. Under center now we have whistles and a timeout is called. That was Lake who called the timeout, and Coach Lane Bishop ran a good 10-15 yards yelling, timeout, timeout, timeout. So clearly he saw something he did not like. The Flyers are down to 1 timeout, and as you know, as any casual football fan knows, timeout's less important than the first half. You can use them whatever you want, really, without having too many consequences. And the Knights, they have all 3 of their timeouts at the moment. Looks like we have a waxing gibbous moon. I know you can't see it on screen. The reason I'm pointing out is because it is not its usual color. It's a little orange. It is a waning gibbous, not waxing. It's a waning gibbous moon. We had a full moon a few nights ago. 97% lit up. I just had to mention that because it was just there, and we have a break for it. 3 minutes, 42 seconds to go. Kind of just also explains how really nice this night is. Not a cloud in the sky. And now Rose going to drop back to pass. Throw across the middle field, and that's dropped. Lampy would not have gotten the first down more than likely had he held on to that. And it's now 4th down and 14. That pass went into a lot of traffic. Lampy has a total of 3 receptions for 42 yards this year, averages 14 yards per reception. Roland back to punt. 3rd punt of the game for him. And he's going to, nearly have his punt blocked as it takes a bounce at the 25, and it's going to roll all the way back to the 10-yard line before being downed. An excellent punt. Lampy downed it. Roland gets a 4th kick that gets downed inside the 20. And here comes Lake trying to get a first down. I mean, that's the first hurdle for him at the moment. Like I said, 3 consecutive 3-and-outs. 3:27 to go in the half. As I said moments ago, the Knights have all 3 timeouts. The Flyers have 1. They used one early in the game, and then they used one a few plays ago, and proved to be a smartly used timeout because they got the stop on 3rd down and long. Still plenty of time on the play clock at 18 seconds for the Flyers. As I said, they've been using quite a bit of it as it's approaching 10. Motioning around. Drop back to pass. It's a screen that is caught. Far side, spinning forward, has a few blocks, and that ball is going to move out to the 18-yard line. It was a gain of 8, bringing up 2nd down and 2. Lampy came up with the tackle. Looked like Waylon was the one who made that catch and run. Approaching 3 minutes to go in the half. This is a give up the middle, and it's going to be 3rd down. So now the officials throwing their hands up. We'll see what the call is on the field. No flag in play. It was interesting, but like 2 or 3 officials threw their hands up saying, stop the clock or something like that, and then said, oh, never mind, actually let's roll the clock. Usually when they do that, it means stop the clock or there's a penalty or something like that. And as that pass is caught across the middle of the field, and that's going to be enough for a Flyer first down, moving the ball up to the 25-yard line. Nice pitch and catch there. That was Scott making the catch. 6'2" junior. Sometimes the lanes pay off. Back to pass. This is a deep shot down the far sideline, and it's going to go incomplete. Lake now 0-2 when taking that deep shot. Worth a try, though, on first down, as Scott was the intended target. Batzinger again in on coverage there. 2:12 to play in the half. Caden Knapp, Otsego TV. Back to pass, throw it now into double coverage, and it's hauled in by Scott. Way to find the window. It was a gain of 8. Bring up 3rd down and 2. Check that, 3rd down and 1. They give him an extra yard. 2 Knights were in on coverage there, and Scott still jumped up and hauled it down. Good pass by Maggers to put it only where his receiver could get it. 15 seconds to snap it. We're approaching 90 seconds to play in the half. 3rd down and 1. Play clock continuing to tick away. Flyers have converted 2 3rd downs today. Maggers up the right side, and he's going to have a first down. Moving the ball up to the 38-yard line. So they've now reeled off 2 consecutive 3rd down conversions. 1:14 and counting. Quickly to the line. Back to pass. Maggers. He's going to take a shot deep downfield into double coverage. His receiver didn't see it, and the 2 Knights ran into each other. It goes incomplete. It looked like it was going to be intercepted by either Reinberger or Frank, but they ran into each other, and it's now 2nd down and 10 with 67 seconds. Reinberger, a junior. Frank, a freshman. Maggers gets bailed out. Blazevich hadn't even looked at the football. There's a pre-snap flag, and now throw across the middle field, and it's going to go incomplete, bringing up 3rd down and 10 for the moment. Reimers was the intended target, but there's an illegal formation on Lake. We'll see if the Knights accept this penalty or not. Do they want 2nd down and 15 or 3rd down and 10? 62 seconds on the game clock. Penalties declined. Penalty was declined. So 3rd down and 10. I agree with that decision by Coach Rutherford. From the gun, back to pass. Now throw it downfield. A high pass that's going to be bobbled hot by Scott, and he's going to move the ball down into Knight territory before getting tackled down at, we'll see where they mark it. They say the 35-yard line with 56 seconds on the game clock. They scurry the line. What a catch there by Scott. Now drop back to pass as a quick throw far side, caught by Reimers, and he's going to dance around, have a 1st down and more before making his way up to the 21-yard line with 41 seconds to go. The clock is going to stop for the chain gang to move the chains, and he went out of bounds, so double bonus for the Flyers, who trail by 7. And now we have pre-snap whistles, and Coach Rutherford wants to give his defense a breather. Lake's offense showing signs of life those last 2 plays. As I said, they now converted 3 3rd downs this possession, after going 1 of 6 in their first 7 attempts. 6 attempts, pardon me. Clock stopped at 41 seconds. Ball is put down at the 22-yard line. A big point of the game. The Knights do receive the ball to start half number 2. Big storyline of this one. Both teams starting quarterbacks, at least from the beginning of the season, are not playing. It's less of a storyline for the Knights because they've had Rowe starting the last few weeks. This is the first week for the Flyers that they've been without Bielmer. See what they draw up on 1st down. Coach Bishop. Maggers back to pass, clean pocket, toss it downfield, and it's almost intercepted. The intended target was Gavin Kohlhofer, the junior, and it sailed over his head, and Fatzinger almost took it the other way. Had he just gotten a little bit more of a jump on that football, more than likely it would be Knights football. 35 seconds, clock is stopped, 2nd down and 10. Offset formation to the right. Back to pass now, rolling, and down he goes. That was Braden Sadler in on the sack at the 30-yard line. And with 27 seconds to play in the half, Coach Bishop is going to use his 3rd and final timeout. What a timely sack for the senior, putting the ball back at the 29-yard line. That was a loss of 6, it looks like, bringing up 3rd down and 16. And, I mean, something I preach when you're in these 3rd down and longs and stuff like this is, I mean, if you go for it all when you don't have to, you tend to not convert it more times than not. And, I mean, I would just go for something to make it 4th down and manageable, because more than likely not kicking a field goal. Reimers in motion. Back to pass now. Maggers is going to launch it downfield into double coverage, and incomplete it goes. That pass again was almost intercepted, and the junior, Xavier Scott, had to play a little defense. And with 21 seconds to go, it stops. That's the second time this drive that Fatzinger almost had an interception. Scott made the great defensive play, and the Flyers are going to kick a field goal. Surprising. I guess they're just trying to get on the board. I hear a 46-yard attempt for Jonathan Specht, the left-footed kicker. High snap, and now we have pre-snap whistles. And a delay of game on Lake. So now it'll be 4th down and 20. Big mistake in... Wow. Now, if you do remember, 2 weeks ago, Oak Harbor had a long field goal attempt on the side of the field to end the half that Krupp made. It was a shocking kick, and they will kick the field goal still. Ball will be snapped from the 34-yard line. So a 51-yard attempt. My goodness. Snap is good. The hold is good. And the kick is not going to make it over the crossbar. No good. It was short. I don't think it would have even made it from 46 yards out. It was kicked on a line, and it bounced in the middle of the G in Otsego in the end zone. So the Knights take over with 21 seconds and 2 timeouts. We'll see if Coach Rutherford just elects to have Mason Rowe take a knee or not. Like I said, they do receive the ball to start half number 2. Wait, and now they're giving Lake another chance. They're saying, hold on a second. No, they're not. They backed it up. Okay, I think they said there was an unsportsmanlike conduct or something of that sort because they moved the ball back to the 20-yard line. I was like, what is happening? We have a QB kneel, and that will bring us to the conclusion of the first half. 7-0 Otsego. Unfortunately, most officials don't have mics for the high school level. I don't know what the penalty was, but it did move the ball back to the 20. I mean, it didn't really matter because the Knights need it anyway. Well, we're going to go to break. Each team is going to perform front and center on senior night. Bands, each team's band. My name is Caden Knapp. This has been Otsego TV. Thank you all so much for watching. As you know, you can email me anytime at 25knap@otsegoKnights.org with any questions, comments, or concerns.
Hello and welcome, football fans! Please help me welcome to the field, coming from Millbury, Ohio, to perform for you, the Lake High School Marching Band. Tonight brings a very special occasion, our senior show. These are songs hand-picked by our marching band seniors. These include selections from Queen and an arrangement by J. Bo Cook. Our first song of the evening from the band Queen is one of their most famous. In 2014, Rolling Stones viewers voted it their 3rd favorite song by the band. This is Don't Stop Me Now. This next song is often referred to as Queen's signature song, ranked at 17 in Rolling Stone's list of 500 greatest songs of all time. Freddie Mercury's vocal performance has also been called the greatest in rock history. Featuring trumpet soloists Ethan Brown and Nick Middleton, this is Queen's Bohemian Rhapsody. We close our show tonight with the Latin Flair. This last arrangement is a mashup of two Latin favorites, La Virgen de la Macarena and Aztec Fire. Featuring Nick Middleton as trumpet soloist, this is our Latin closer. The Lake High School Marching Band is under the direction of Sam Moran and assisted by Zach Strong. The flags and majorettes are under the direction of Sherry Bandine. Thank you to Otsego and all of our fans who are watching tonight. We'd also like to give thanks to our parents and all who play a role in helping the Lake Marching Band continue to thrive. Have a great night, enjoy the rest of the game, and remember, go Flyers! Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the 2024 Otsego High School Marching Band, under the direction of Rebecca Schwarzkopf, and led on the field by Senior Drum Major Maxwell Miles and Junior Drum Major Maria Bartley. For your halftime entertainment this evening, we present Under the Big Top. We begin our show with two pieces from the Cirque du Soleil show, Journey of Man. Initially released in the year 2000, Journey of Man is a celebration of the human spirit that combines the unique artistry and music of Cirque du Soleil with the power of large format film, featuring senior Josie Zeller on mellophone and junior Ray Smith on trumpet. Sit back and enjoy Journey of Man. Senior Drum Major Maxwell Lawrence Miles, is your band ready? Tonight, we invite you to return to the class of 2025's freshman year in band with playing of their senior song. This year's song was chosen by our seniors, and we would like to take this opportunity to recognize our senior class. Logan Brown, Vanellope Augusti, Jocelyn Bradford, Rosemary Brewster, Parker Camp, Ian Hurst, Allison Lee, Christian McKay, Maxwell Miles, Anthony Noe, Ben Nussbaum, Jacob Obringer, Kylie Shappett, Colin Went, and Josie Zeller. Thank you for all your years and dedication to the Otsego Marching Band. We hope you enjoy their next piece, Jurassic Park by John Williams. Today we close with Distorted, a piece that was featured in the Cirque du Soleil show La Nuba, a show that ran for 19 years in the custom-built, freestanding theater at Disney Springs at the Walt Disney World Resort. We hope you enjoy Distorted. Otsego High School Marching Band under the direction of Rebecca Schwarzkopf with assistance from Jennifer, Megan Wheeler, with Cradle and Blaze Robinson. Let's hear it one more time for the Otsego Marching Band.
For those of you who purchased a 50/50 ticket, you can pull it out at this time. Take home is $265, and you can claim that in the concession stand. We'd encourage you to do that no later than the end of the third quarter, or a new ticket would be drawn. So again, it's a pink ticket for $265. The winning number, 2189.
Welcome back to the start of half number 2 here on Otsego TV. The score stands Otsego 7, Lake 0. We're just now getting ready to start half number 2. I'm going to welcome you back inside the broadcast booth. My name is Caden Knapp, and per halftime tradition, at least the end of it, I'm going to give you some score updates, starting with Central Catholic and St. Francis. They're in the first quarter. Central Catholic leading that rivalry 23-7. St. Francis, of course, is where Coach Lindke's went after last year, and that game also is being played at the Glass Bowl, where Toledo plays football. Another score, Liberty Center leads 42-0 over Delta. In quarter number 2, Genoa leads Rossford at halftime 34-0. Maumee is up at half. Knights play them next week. It's 24-6 there. And then the big NBC matchup of the night, Eastwood and Oak Harbor. They're at half, and they're knotted at 14. There's a score, of course, that most people are going to be, at least most people in the area, are going to be paying attention to, because like we stated before, the winner of that is more than likely going to win the NBC. But half number 1 here was a lot of defense. There's a lot of defense on both sides. Lake threatened at the end but couldn't make the field goal. The big Braden Sadler sack backed him up, and I mean the field goal ended up being short. The Knights had that nice touchdown run there. I believe it was Mason Kramer. Yeah, it was Mason Kramer who got the wide open touchdown. So that's the only score we've had so far in the Knights. They've nearly intercepted Maggers, the spot starter at quarterback for Lake, multiple times. I mean, they had that one collision where it's right in their hands, and Fatzinger had a couple for underthrown footballs. Well, I'm now going to send you down to the field as we do get ready to get this half off and running.
Number 9, Mason Rowe. Number 16, Grady Frank. Kicking off for the Flyers will be number 10, Jonathan Speck.
This is the first kick return of the game for the orange, black, and white, by the way.
Instead of Mason Rowe, it's number 8, Keegan Hutton.
Keegan Hutton and Grady Frank back deep for the Knights to return it. Here we go. Who's ready? Start try, puts foot to football. We're back underway. That was Specht kicking it away, and Hutton is going to return it from the 6. Stutter step, move forward, and out to the 23 he goes. As mentioned earlier in the first half, Hutton went out for a long while, and then he came back into the game, had a big touchdown run that ended up being called back due to an offensive hold. We'll see what adjustments each team made during the intermission. 11 seconds into half number 2. By the way, that was Hutton's 8th kick return this year. Heading into this game, he had 92 total yards in the kick returning department. Under center goes Mason Rowe. And he's going to hand it up the middle. And now the ball's out. Let's see who's on it. The ball's out. Lake says it's our ball, and the officials agree. The Flyers turn the Knights over on the first play of the half. Wow, not the start the Knights wanted. Instant red zone opportunity for the Lake offense. With the football being placed at the 20-yard line. And that could be a game changer. We'll see how each team responds to it. Flipping over my spotter board very quickly. The Lake offense and the Knights defense. We're 15 seconds into the half. Up the middle, have a few blocks, and move that ball inside the 10 that time. Does Rodriguez, Julian Rodriguez, 5'7" sophomore. Good run for him to move the sticks and make it first down and goal from the 9-yard line.
It'll be first and goal for the Flyers ball at the 9-yard line.
It also shifts the mindset, really. I mean, if you're the Knights, you're thinking, oh, we have the ball to start the half. If we get a score, it's a 2-possession game. The defense is hoping they score, and then, onto the field quickly. Hand it up the left side this time, and they'll gain a couple. That was Rodriguez again getting the football. And it's going to be second down and goal from the 6-yard line. A gain of 3 for him. We will be asking a trivia question after this touchdown. I think I'm going to ask it after this touchdown. Yes, I will. It is easier than 2 weeks ago, I promise. A more recent one, definitely. Up the middle, there's a handoff. Breaking tackles and falling forward up to the 4-yard line was Julian Rodriguez. Got the ball 3 times this half so far. Check that. That was actually Dylan Wright, number 25. That was not Rodriguez. Our PA announcer said Rodriguez, but it was Dylan Wright. Up over 226 yards. Averages 5.9 yards per carry this year. 10 minutes, 12 seconds to go in quarter number 3. Football at the 5-yard line. Third down and goal from that spot. Rodriguez is the back to the right of Maggers. Drop back to pass. Throw it. Caught wide open. Touchdown Lake. KJ Maggers. Airdrop Jay Blazevich. And the Flyers are pulled within 1. 2 minutes and 10 seconds into the half. A flag is down. And they're going to call it back. They say OPI on Blazevich. The official said that's how he got wide open, so take points off the board. Each team has had a touchdown called back now. It'll be third down and goal now from the 15-yard line. Wow. Knights student section getting into it. In all black clothing. Throw it downfield and double coverage and it tipped and intercepted. It's intercepted at the 1-yard line off the deflection. Grady Frank came up with it and the Knights get it right back. Wow. What an excellent play for the Knights defense. But now they're in the shadow of their own end zone, so be careful with the play calling here. And now we have an official stoppage. We're going to come together and have a chat as the flag is down.
We have a flag on that play. We have unsportsmanlike conduct against the Flyers.
And now in a sportsmanlike conduct. So the Knights will not be snapping the ball at the 1-yard line. Instead, it's going to be at the 16. Wow. The Flyers kicking themselves in their own foot. Up the middle now, and the ball's going to move up to the 20-yard line. It was Keegan Hutton getting the football. What a terrible series of events for the Flyers and a fantastic series of events for the Knights. First, he had the offensive pass interference that brought back the touchdown, and then you had the interception by Grady Frank off the tip, and then you have the Lake unsportsmanlike conduct penalty to get the Knights out of the shadow of their own end zone. 2nd down and 6 after the gain of 4. Hand it up the left side, and ooh, that's going to be a first down Otsego. That was Keegan Hutton, the ball carrier, and he was just barely tripped up. Otherwise, he would have had big yardage. 9 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter of play. Lampy checks into the game for Fatzinger. As I've said numerous times throughout the night, this is a huge game for the Knights. Handed up the middle, Keegan Hutton, and he's going to move the ball up to the 32, and then his second effort is going to move it even further upfield as he got a first down, says the officials. Wow! Talk about continuing to turn your legs and move upfield, pushing through defenders. Wow. He got 5 yards after being contacted at the 32. I will ask the trivia question after this possession, I promise, this time. The interception got me all riled up, so next possession will ask it. Hand up the left side, and a flag comes in from the backfield, and Keegan Hutton gets another first down. Let's see what this one is. It's going to be an offensive hold. So that'll back it up. Make it first down and 20. 7:51 to play. Caden Knapp on Otsego TV. Email me anytime. 25 knapp at OtsegoKnights.org. 7-0 Knights. Leading their rival Flyers. The Knights currently have a 4-game win streak against the Flyers. Last year, they won in Lake 46-14. That was a big game to keep them alive in the playoff race. And then, of course, they beat Maumee on senior night the following week. Under center on first down and 20. This is a rollout, left side, and that's pass is caught by Keegan Hutton. Stutter step. He's going to have a first down, spinning into Flyer territory and bowling through defenders before his forward progress will be stopped at the 47-yard line. What a catch and run for Keegan Hutton, his 7th reception of the year. Now up over 140 yards receiving. He averages 23.3 yards per reception. On top of that, he is also over 700 rushing yards this year, by the way. Entered today with 697. 7:11 to go in the 3rd quarter. Knights working it in Flyer territory now. Hand it up the middle, stutter step, Keegan Hutton, and another flag comes in as he gets tackled down at the 44-yard line, and it appears this is coming back. It's a second offensive hold on the Knights this possession. Already 4 penalties to open the half. I believe there was a total of 4 penalties in the first half, and now we're 5 minutes into half number 2, and we've had that number of fouls. 2 holds, an OPI, and an unsportsmanlike conduct. Clock continues running, 6 minutes and 45 seconds to go. Under center goes Hutton. Excuse me, that is Rowe. Thinking about last week, it's going to be a whistle, and a flag comes in from the backfield, and this is going to be a false start on Otsego, so back them up even further. Ball now at the Otsego 40-yard line. They need to get to the 37 of Lake. So it's first down and 23. The official said the holding happened 2 yards beyond the line of scrimmage. Roll out right side. There's Rowe backing away with the defender in his face, and that pass is going to go incomplete. It hopped off the ground before Jake Limes hauled it in. Second down and 23. Still working that near sideline hash. Fatzinger checks into the game. Relays the play to Rowe. And now Lampy's going to run over to the sideline. Under center. This is going to be a fake, and then a give to Mason Creamer up the left side, and he's going to get it hit and move forward up to the 45-yard line before being tackled down. So it gained the false start yardage back. It's now third down. Third and 17 officially.
Ball now resting at the Otsego 44-yard line.
Knights 2 of 7 today on third downs. Rowe under center. He's going to give it to Limes up the right side. He's going to move his way up to the 50 before being contacted and tackled down at the 49, say the officials. That is the Otsego 49. That's going to bring up fourth down and 14 after the gain of 3. We're under 6 minutes to play in the quarter, and the punting unit trots onto the field for the orange, black, and white. And we'll be asking the trivia question after this punt. Booted high in the air. Oh, it's blocked. It's blocked. And now Lake has it, returning it the other way and moving the ball up to the 25-yard line. Dumb Fitch got a hand on it in an instant. Possession in enemy territory for the Flyers. My goodness. And now I will ask the trivia question. That's the first block punt of the year for the Knights, that they've had them punt it and it be blocked. Correction, I'll ask the trivia question, I guess, after this play. They really do not want me to ask it, apparently. 5 minutes, 14 seconds to go. Ten seconds to snap it. Now we have pre-snap whistles and false start on Lake. And when we have a moment, here's the trivia question. Who holds the Otsego record for passing touchdowns in a single season? Who holds the Otsego record for passing touchdowns in a single season? My name's Caden Knapp, and you can email me with what you think the answer is at 25knap at otsegoknights.org or tweet at us at OtsegoTB. Who holds the Otsego record for passing touchdowns in a single season? If you get the number and year, bonus points for you. If no one is getting it right, then I will give you options. Rodriguez is going to move the ball to the 30-yard line. Second down and 14 after that gain of 1. We're under 5 minutes to go in quarter number 3.
Second down and 14.
Back to pass once again. Toss it downfield. Another deep shot, and it's incomplete. Two orange jerseys were tightly covering the intended target, Xavier Scott. Third down and 14. Once again, who holds the record for passing touchdowns in a single season for Otsego? Well, at the 29-yard line. Back to pass, Bates with heavy pressure, throw across the middle of the field, and it's caught, but they're not going to get to the line to gain. Nowhere near it. In fact, as they move the ball back to the 31-yard line, bringing up fourth down and 15.
With the loss on the play, bring up fourth down and 16. Ball now spotted at the Otsego
31-yard line's where the ball's at. 4 minutes in counting to play in quarter number 3. 7-0 Otsego. Drop back to pass. Now launch it downfield. And, oh, we'll see what the officials say. Incomplete. My goodness. Lake is now 1 of 3 today on fourth down. And Maggers just chucked it up for grabs. There was not a single white jersey in the area.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Knights take over. Good on them for keeping Lake out of the end zone and really keeping them from scoring as well after the fumble and then the blocked punt. 3:39 to play. Trivia question is, who holds the Otsego record for passing touchdowns in a single season? No one has got it right yet. So still in play. Handed up the left side. Another flag comes in. This one's thrown from the secondary at the back end of Keegan Hutton's run, and it's going to be an offensive hold. The Knights fans angered by that call. Like I said, after a relatively clean first half, we just had a lot of penalties in the first 2/3 of this half or quarter. Approaching 3 minutes.
About 13. Ball now at the 28-yard line.
First down and 13. Up the right side goes the football, and Keegan Hutton is going to get tackled down at the 31-yard line.
Ball down at that point by number 25, Dylan Wright.
Wright was in on the tackle. It's now second down and 10 after that gain of 3, said the officials once again. Who holds the Otsego record for passing touchdowns in a single season? And if no one gets it right within the next minute, I will give you options. You have guesses continuously coming in. Wildcat formation, Keegan Hutton keep it up the middle, and he is going to get up to the 35-yard line before being tackled down, and that's going to bring up third down and about 5, said the officials.
Third down and about 6.
Well, the 35-yard line, they need to get it to the 41. Trivia question, who holds the Otsego record for passing touchdowns in a single season? Your options are Joseph Jerwa, Ryan Schmoyer, Mitchell Downs, or Andy Mosier. Wildcat formation again. Keegan Hutton now up the left side, and he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage and maybe a little more, but he did not get to the line to gain, so it's going to be fourth down and presumably the punting unit for the Knights once again. Approaching 90 seconds to go in the quarter. Again, who holds the Otsego record for passing touchdowns in a single season? Joseph Giroux, Ryan Smoyer, Mitchell Downs, or Andy Mosier.
Number 17, Jackson Weimers, punting for the Knights. Number 71, Jack Rowland.
I'll answer it during the quarter break. Rowland gets this punt off. He's going to take a bounce at the 35-yard line, and Lampy will down it at the 29-yard line, and that's where Lake's offense will go back to work here on Otsego TV. My name's Caden Knapp. 67 seconds until quarter break. We have a lot of guesses coming in for that trivia question. Five wide setup. Hand it up the left side, and second effort is going to move that ball up to the 40-yard line, and now another flag comes in. This one from the backfield, a late flag. And it's going to be an offensive hold that happened away from the ball. Welp. Both sides are now yelling at the officials since we're at 60 seconds to play.
It'll be first down and 20. Ball now spotted at the flag.
Like I said, that flag happened. That flag was thrown away from the ball, like well away from the ball. I'm saying it was thrown at about the 25, and as you saw, the play ended about the 35, between the 35 and 40. First and 20, clock running, 55 seconds. Another five wide setup. Send the man in motion. Play fake it. Throw it downfield. And that is almost intercepted. That was Dane Fatzinger almost grasping the football. And a good effort by Kohlhofer to make sure that Fatzinger couldn't come down with it. Clock stops with 41 seconds to play in the third. Who holds the Otsego record for passing touchdowns in a single season? Joseph Giroux, Ryan Smoyer, Mitchell Downs, or Andy Mosier? It's second down and 20. Back to pass, throw it quickly. Far side caught in the screen, and football's going to get moved up to the 25-yard line before that run comes to an end, that catch and run. Third down and about 15 for the Flyers after a quarter that saw no points. They're just going to take it to the end of the third. 7-0 in favor of the Otsego Knights. And we had a lot of participation during that trivia question, so thank you for that. And I asked you, who holds the Otsego record for passing touchdowns in a single season? Well, the correct answer was Mitchell Downs. He had 32 passing touchdowns back in 2017, the year they made it to the postseason. And the person that got right first was Ryder Smith. Yep, Ryder Smith, congratulations to you for getting it right. We had a lot of guesses, but it was Mitchell Downs who ended up with that record. And again, 32 in 2017. I think we got a lot better turnout than a few weeks ago when I asked about the interception later, but that happened back in the 80s. I'm getting ready to start quarter number 4 here, and big third down. And imagine both coaches are preaching, like, how are we going to stop this for the Knights, or Flyers, how are we going to convert this? It's been a defensive battle, and I've said it all year. This really is good for the Knights when it is a defensive battle, because that's when they're in it. Like I said, they average 19 points per game. They run the ball a lot, so I'll send you back down to the field. But thank you all for participating in that trivia question. Thank you all for tuning in so far.
Third down and 15. Ball at the Flyers' 25-yard line.
Lake is 4 of 11 today on third downs. After switching sides, here they go. Back to pass, Magger, now gonna rush, and another flag is down, and he's gonna get tackled down. Magger's after a gain of 4, but like I said, a flag was thrown in the backfield, and it's gonna be another hold on Lake. This will be declined, you'd assume, unless Coach Rutherford thinks that the Flyers would go for it. Which even in that case, you don't want to really give them another chance at third down. Yeah, it is declined. Smart move there. 8 seconds in. We'll see what the play call is here, or the decision on 4th down and 11. It's going to be a punt. I was going to say, down 1 score. It's been a defensive battle. You really should not be going for it here if you're Lake. I mean, they just have not had success throwing the ball downfield. They have their backup quarterback in and KJ Maggers. I mean, a lot of his throws downfield have been very questionable and almost intercepted as well. In some cases, there's only orange jerseys in the area. Punt it. This is a pop-up, not a good punt. We'll see how it bounces. It'll bounce at the 40 and be down at the Otsego 49-yard line. So the bounce really saved that punt because, I mean, that one just had all air under it. It just went straight up. And as many football fans know, you want those line drive kicks, elevating line drive kicks. Not ones that just go straight up in the air. I mean, really, that's for any sport that involves kicking or hitting a ball. Up the middle and into Flyer territory goes Keegan Hutton, moving it from 149 to the other. We're a minute into quarter number 4. The Knights still clinging onto that 7-point lead. They scored 7 points in the second quarter, and that's the only score we've seen thus far, at least score that's been upheld. Hutton had one called back, and so did Blazevich. Lampy out of the game, Fatzinger in. Roll out, right side, hit as he throws, and that's incomplete. The contact jarred that out. Good defensive effort by Blazevich. I believe Fatzinger was the intended target, and Rowe is adjusting his shoulder pads. It's now 3rd down and 8 for the orange, black, and white. They've converted 2 third downs today. 2 of 8 officially. Neither team has had that much success on 3rd down. Back to pass. Mason Rowe faced with heavy pressure. He's even spun around and tackled down in the backfield. It's a sack. That was Jay Blazevich who came up with the sack on the defensive side for Lake. And the Knights are going to be forced to punt it again. Clock reads 10:15 in counting.
Deep for the Flyers, number 6, Jay Blazevich, and number 17, Jackson Reimers, punting for the Knights.
Reimers and Blazevich are set to return it. Roland boots it high in the air. Wobbly punt. It's going to take a bounce and go out of bounds. We'll see where the officials mark it. Still walking the ball up, and they say 35-yard line is where it went out. So here go the Flyers. 9:53 to go. Knights trying to keep their playoff hoops alive. By the way, for those of you wondering, Oak Harbor leads Eastwood in the fourth quarter, 24-14. Reimer's the motion man. He's going to get the ball sweeping up to the right side, has a few blocks, but not enough because the Knights overpowered it, and he barely got back to the line of scrimmage at the 35-yard line. Second down and 10. Bodie Simon and others were in on the tackle for the Knights. Clock continues ticking away, approaching 9 minutes. No running backs in the backfield. Maggers, quick throw, far side. It's caught and then pitch it backwards up the sideline, tight roping it, running and out of bounds. That was Rodriguez who got it off the pitch. My goodness, the trickery. Whatever works for you, I guess. A catch was made by Scott on the far side, and he's the one who pitched it backwards. The Lions ran a similar play to that. Of course, it was in the red zone, though, against Dallas last week in the late stages of that blowout win. Quarterback keeper all the way up the middle, and down to the 36-yard line goes KJ Maggers. Second down and about 5 after that 5-yard gain. This is going to be a play action fake, throw it far sideline, and that's caught. And for the moment, it's a first down after Blazevich made that catch, but a flag did come in. It was thrown by the umpire, and they say an eligible player downfield on the Flyers. So they'll make it second down and 10, racing the KJ Maggers rush on first down, and the first down pickup by Jay Blazevich. We've had an abundance of flags in the second half thus far. Both teams hurting themselves. Back to pass. Maggers lofted into double coverage, and what a catch there by Blazevich. He came back to receive the football, and he was pushed out of bounds at the 20-yard line. When they were moving the ball in the first half, the few drives that they're doing it, it was Blazevich who got the bulk of the receptions. As I said, he averages 13.8 yards per reception. Moved the ball to the red zone there. Low snap, get it down, handed to Rodriguez, running through a defender, and he's going to move the ball up to the 12-yard line before being tackled down. Going to bring up second down. Sadler was in on the tackle. 8 minutes and counting to go in the fourth quarter. Second down and 2 for the Flyers of Lake. Last time they defeated Otsego was 2019. They won 45-7. It was out in Lake because on odd years, the game's played at Lake. Even years, it's played here in the Castle. Rodriguez gets the give up the middle. He's going to be spun around and tackled down right at the line of scrimmage. Third down and 2 for the Flyers. Hennon in on the tackle.
Third down and 2. Ball at the 12.
Ball still at that 12-yard line. 7:20 and counting. It's Otsego TV. So give up the middle. Rodriguez again has a first down. He's going to stutter step forward inside the 10 to the 8. What looks like the 8-yard line. First down and goal for Lake. They did not convert their last 3 third downs before that play. Last time they were in the red zone this deep, they had the OPI, then the interception thrown. Knights trying to come up with another big defensive stop. Handed up the left side and spun around and tackled down in the backfield was Julian Rodriguez. They kept going to the hot hand, and that time he got wrapped up for a loss of 3. Now from the 11 is where they'll snap it. 6:26 and counting. Otsego band playing Sweet Caroline. This is going to be play fake, roll right side, face with heavy pressure. Maggers is going to be spun around, and somehow he gained a yard out of that, but we do have the officials in the backfield throwing their hands up, and we have an offensive hold. Clock stops, 5:55 to play. Now it should start again after the official's ready for play. Talking to coach for the Knights. They accept the penalty, moves the ball back to the 21-yard line.
Move back to the 21-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and goal from that spot.
Trying to see what down the officials say officially. Down markers say 3rd down and goal from the 21. .553 and counting. Drop back to pass. Maggers is looking end zone, and he overthrew everyone. Incomplete it goes. The closest player to it was Gavin Kohlhofer. Mason Rowe and Dane Fatzinger were in on coverage. And now the down marker says it's 4th down. Knights trying to come up with another big stop. Knights fans getting loud. It's a 5-wide setup with an extra receiver to the near sideline. Back to pass. Maggers. Toss it. End zone for Scott. And it's over his head. Tipped around and batted out of bounds. Incomplete. Great defensive play by Mason Kramer. Instead of going for the interception, he made sure that Scott had no chance of coming down with that football, so he batted it away. And the Knights take over. Lake now 1 of 4 today on 4th down. They converted their first one and then obviously has not converted since. 5:32 to go. Knights have the football. Each team has a full complement of timeouts. We'll see when Lake decides to use theirs. Hand it up the middle and nothing doing there. In fact, they went backwards by a yard. Keegan Hutton was the ball carrier. Bomia was the tackler. Batzinger into the game. Student section for the Knights chanting, "I believe that we will win." We're under 5 minutes. 2nd down and about 11. This is going to be a reverse, handed up the right side. Jake Limes is going to lower his shoulder and move down to the 30-yard line, setting up 3rd down and short for the orange, black, and white. The Knights have been unable to convert their last 4 third downs today. It's 3rd down and 1. 4 minutes and 28 seconds to play. This one coming right down to it. Knights have converted 2 third downs today. Under center. And it, first down Knights, Mason Kramer, and he's going to make his way up to the 34-yard line. Just what the Knights needed, and now, with 4 minutes to play, coach for Lake is more than likely going to start thinking about using his timeouts. As you see on the scoreboard, 7-0 defensive battle. Last 5 meetings. At least one of the teams has scored 27 points. It's a minimum. And the Knights are going to go backwards there. Bradfield was in on the tackle, bringing up second down and long, 3:20 and counting.
Second down and about 17. Line of scrimmage is now the Otsego 28.
They say the ball is at the 28-yard line. They need to get it up to the 44. So it's second down and 16. Wonder if Coach Rutherford passes it here at 2:52 and counting. I don't think he will, and he won't, at least on second down and long, as Limes is going to get wrapped up and tackled in the backfield again. And now the Flyers of Lake will use timeout number 1. They're down to 2. Knights still have all 3 as the clock stops at 2 minutes and 42 seconds to play in the fourth quarter. But yeah, looking back in some of these past matchups, last year, Otsego won 46-14. The year before, Otsego won 40-13. The year before, Otsego won 30-12. And then they won in 2020, 27-13. The last time they lost to Lake was 2019. They lost 45-7. I mentioned that earlier. But yes, as I said, I mean, at least one team has scored at least 27 points in those 5 matchups. So, outlier game, this one is, if you will. Score-wise, at least. Third down and 16. 17, correction. Scoreboard still says 16, but the ball is at the 27-yard line. Lake only has 3 defensive backs in the secondary. Throw it right side. That's incomplete, but a flag is thrown. Hutton was the intended target, and if this is a defensive pass interference, which it is, Otsego is going to have the ball moved up. Bomia appears to be the guilty party. Big no-no. Had that pass even been caught, it wouldn't have been anywhere near a first down, and the clock stops at 2 minutes and 37 seconds. Third down and 2. In high school football, a defensive pass interference does not give a team an auto first down. Much more manageable third down at 3rd down and 2 after the 15-yard penalty. Giving Knights new life. And they're going to fake it, get it off to Kramer up the left side. He has a first down and a little more, but wait. He's off to the races, still going. We have a flag down from the secondary, and this touchdown is going to come back, I believe. We're going to have a 3rd touchdown between these two teams called back. Second Mason Kramer touchdown called back. And with 2:25 to go, the officials are going to have a little chat. Someone's ringing the horn. And now another flag comes out. And it's going to be an unsportsmanlike conduct on Otsego. My goodness. And because the unsportsmanlike conduct happened after the play is over, it will be tacked on, I do believe. 2:25 to play. Big touchdown gets called back, and then we have that unsportsmanlike conduct. Okay, so in high school, I don't think they'll tack it on, but still, it's the 15-yard penalty. Now the officials are having a chat. The amount of times I've said officials today. Like I said, there was 4 penalties combined in the first half. I lost count of the penalties in the second half. That's how many there's been. Lake has 2 timeouts. Otsego has 3. And yes, they did tack it on. So they backed the holding up from where it happened, 10 yards, and then they added another 15 yards onto that. So it's now 3rd down and 24. That holding happened about a yard beyond the line of game. So it was a net loss of 25 after the penalties. And they're not going to get anywhere near the line to gain. As Keegan Hutton move the ball up to the 23-yard line, and Lake's going to use timeout number 2 with 2:14 to go. The clock stops. I mean, we had the defensive pass interference that made it 3rd down and 2. Brought it from 3rd and 17 to 3rd down and 2. The Knights responded by getting the long touchdown. But it was called back due to a hold. And then someone said something on the field level, and it got the officials to throw another flag for unsportsmanlike conduct. Now it's 4th down and 24, and Lake is still very much in this one. Kidnap Otsego TV. Hey. There's been an abundance of holdings in the second. But, I mean, it's not like it's been one-sided. It's been on both sides. There's been a lot of flags. I mean, both sides have booed numerous times. Jack Rowland set to punt it. And that ball is booted high in the air. It's going to take a bounce in Otsego territory. A wonderful Otsego bounce, and it's going to go out of bounds at about the 31-yard line. An excellent punt for the senior punter. So here goes Lake's offense. .205 to play. 3 receivers far sideline, 1 to the near. Maggers roll out right side, toss it downfield, and it's almost intercepted. Looked like Keegan Hutton was the one who got a hand on it, and it's now 2nd down and 10. The clock stops at 2 minutes exactly. Ball at the 32-yard line near sideline hash. If you're enjoying this broadcast, please hit the thumbs up button. We reached a record amount of likes against Oak Harbor at 24. Back to pass. Maggers throw it in. Incomplete. And then, hold on a second. It was caught. And then it was caught by Blazevich, and then he tossed it back to Rodriguez so quickly, it looked like it was incomplete, and then it's a 1st down with 1:53 to go. My good, that's the 2nd time they've done something like that. Of course, the first time it happened, they ran upfield a little bit before. That wasn't quite as quick with the exchange. And now we have raised nav whistles and a timeout called by Otsego with 1:51 to play.
Knights, their first time out of the half.
Their first timeout, 1:51 left in regulation. This one a very close game. Both these teams playing for the playoffs, of course. Trying to stay alive. Lakes wins this year have come against Northwood, Lipstick, and Rossford. Every game that they've lost this year, they've lost by at least, excluding last week against Fostoria, they've lost by at least 3 possessions. In game against Lipstick, they won 34-22. Against Northwood, 35-0, and then Rossford 17-7. This one set for a photo finish. With 1 minute and 53 seconds to play, the Knights have 2 timeouts. The Flyers 1. Back to pass, throw it downfield, high pass, incomplete. Second down and 10. Blazevich was the intended target. He had no chance to get into that football. Like I said, KJ Maggers has just struggled with throwing it downfield all day. I mean, there's been just so many times where the Knights have gotten a hand on it or just been an altogether bad pass. And of course, as many know, he is the back at quarterback. He's just a sophomore. As we have a false start to back him up, make it second down and 15 now. But yes, like I said, he's just a sophomore. He's making his first start of the season. Second down and 15. 1:49 to play. Drop back to pass. Maggers launch it downfield, and it's bobbled. Let's see what the call is. Incomplete. Third down and 15.
Back in coverage for the Knights, number 5, Mason Kramer. Third down and 15.
Big time for the Knights to get a stop on 3rd and 15. 1:43 to play. Lake has 2 downs to convert. Drop back to pass. Maggers across the middle of the field and incomplete. 4th down. Cole Hofer was open, but the pass went behind him.
Covering for the Knights, number 16, Grady Frank. 4th down and 15.
And here we go. Game on the line. If Lake turns it over here, the Knights would be able to run the clock down to approximately 10 seconds. With 1:40 to play, 1 timeout. You can take 40 seconds off the clock twice. So this is the ball game right here. Like 104 on 4th down today. Throw it across the middle of the field. It's tip up the air and caught off the tip. My goodness. Jay Blazevich. And with 90 seconds to go, Lake is still alive. That one looked like it was going to be intercepted, but instead it went through the hands of Fatzinger into the hands of Blazevich. Maggers, heavy pressure, rolling left side. He's got tossed downfield, and it's caught by Reimers. He's going to spin his way up to the 40-yard line. That was a Patrick Mahomes-esque pass with like the just like kind of flip forward, but it does back up the football, unlike Patrick Mahomes. We're down to 60 seconds on the game clock. That was a loss of 4, 2nd down and 14. Reimers would have been better off just letting that drop. He is the motion man, left to right, back to pass. Maggers across the middle of the field. High pass caught. Big hit, incomplete. Grady Frank laid the boom.
Stuck on that play by Otsego.
And he's a little shaken up, and so is Kohlhofer, the intended target. 3rd down and 14 with 46 seconds to go. Both teams checking up on their respective player. Frank is back up. I think that more so blew the wind out of him. What a hit, a legal hit at that as well. Like I said, 46 seconds. And now the Knight student section is yelling holding, I believe.
Checking up on that play was number 1, Gavin Kohlhofer.
Well, ball still at the 42-yard line. There's almost no noise coming from either side. Intense. Third down and 14 again. Maggers back to pass, tossing it a tight window, and it's caught by Reimers across the middle of the field at the 25. That's enough for a first down. 40 seconds. Clock stops momentarily for the chain gang to move the chains, and Lake is going to scurry to the line. Clock continues running now. 34 seconds and counting. And now we have re-snap whistles, and Otsego will be the one to use their timeout. They're now down to 1. Each team has 1 timeout remaining. The clock stopped at 32 seconds exactly. Caden Knapp, Otsego TV. The Knights defense has been on the field so much today. Ball at the 25-yard line. Knights coaches probably use that timeout just to try and set up, compose themselves, and figure out what they want to do. It's at 32 seconds on the game clock. Reimers in motion. Roll out. Maggers faced with heavy pressure. Right side. Throws it sideline. It's caught by Kohlhofer. Back into the game. And he's going to go out of bounds at the 18-yard line, says the officials. 18-yard line. There's a gain of 7. Second down in set 3. 25 seconds. Clock is stopped. Drop back to pass. Throw it wide open. Rodriguez. And he's going to power his way upfield before going out of bounds at the 5-yard line. So it's first down and goal. Clock stopped at 20 seconds.
Correction, that pass completed to number 23, Julian Rodriguez.
Julian Rodriguez, as you know, he's the sophomore. I mentioned it numerous times. They don't use him in the passing game too much, but he was so wide open that play, he almost had to. First down and goal. Like has struggled in the red zone today. And now we have pre-snap whistles thrown in from the backfield, and this is going to be a delay of game. A big no-no for the Flyers and the Knights. Going to be thrilled with that one. That backs the ball up to the 9-yard line. The clock should still be at 20 seconds. It says 19. because they took off a second for the delay of game on the game clock. But the officials are timing it on the field. Not adjusting it for now. Back to pass. Maggers tightrope it. Middle of the field. It's caught near the goal line. Let's see the call. And he's going to be tackled down shy. About a foot shy. And with 9 seconds to go, it's continuing to run. And now Lake will use the timeout. That's their final timeout. Second down and goal coming up. Ball marked at what looks like, we'll see where they put it. The down marker stick has it at the 2. Our scoreboard says the 1. 8 seconds. Clock is stopped. High intensity. It is at the 1. We'll snap it from the gun. Rodriguez is the back. Reimer's in motion. And oh, fumbled snap! Fumbled snap! Who's on it? It is... It doesn't matter who's on it because the clock would have run out, but they do say it is night football. Mason Rowe is the one who came up with the fumble recovery, and the Knights are going to walk away with the victory. Oh my goodness. 5 seconds to play. 1 kneel down and it's over. Isaac Romero was the center for that play, and he has been the whole game. Sophomore. And that will do it. The Knights walk away with a 7-0 victory. The lowest scoring game here at the Castle since, I believe it was 3 years ago when they lost to Liberty Center 9-0. What a way to move to 5-4, 3-3 in the NBC. Lake is going to fall to 3-6 and 1-5 in the Northern Buckeye Conference. Wow. Lone touchdown of the game was scored by Mason Kramer. We had 3 total touchdowns called back due to penalties. But it's the Knights defense who comes up with a stop. Lake had the football in the red zone. I believe it was 4 times in the second half. 2 of which were on back-to-back possessions near the end of the game. And the Knights defense was the one who came up big. Oak Harbor leads 31-27 over Eastwood. So I'll send you down to the field before I recap it. This football game for the alma mater student section out there. What a matchup. What a finish. Welcome you back inside the booth. My name is Caden Knapp. This has been a presentation of Otsego TV. The Knights today went 2 of 10 on third down, and Lake went 6 of 12. So a lot of third down situations, as we also saw there's quite a bit of penalties, but the Knights defense is what shines in the victory. And I've said it before, these low-scoring games are good for the Knights because that's what Coach Rutherford's used to. And on top of that, I mean, they don't score the most points, and their defense is, like I said, it just when they hold teams to low scores, like this game 0, to Nora they held them to 12, BG 7. That's when they do the best, and they're very much keeping their playoff hopes alive. They're slotted at the 11, as I said at the top of the broadcast. Next week they go to Mommy. That game will not be on Otsego TV radio. I'm not sure if Mommy does a broadcast or not, but check social media for that. But what a big win for the Knights. I mean, now they are, I believe, trying to think, they are 3-1 when it comes to games that are decided by one score. Of course, that one loss came against Genoa a few weeks ago, but like I said, just a huge win, and this is a devastating loss for Lake. 7-0. Defense comes up big. They Mason Roque recovered that fumble at the end. Sadler had a big sack for one of the red zone drives for Lake that, kept him out of field goal range. I mean, they were short on the field goal at the end of half. In the second half, like I said, Lake went 0 of 4 in the red zone. And what is even more impressive about the Knights defense stopping him is they were constantly out on the field, and they were still finding ways to make the stop. And just what a win. What more could I say? I believe, even if we make it to the postseason, this is probably going to be my last football broadcast here at Otsego. So I'd like to thank you all so much for tuning in tonight and all throughout the season and future times. I'll for sure be back for basketball season for you all. It tips off in late November, the week of Thanksgiving, that Tuesday. I'm trying to remember the date. I think it's the 24th. Double check that, though. Don't hold me to that date. But, yeah, thank you all so much for tuning in. This has been a fantastic football season. Of course, Knights play Mommy next week, not on COT Radio. We'll see about the postseason and if we're even able to broadcast that. But, again, thank you all so much for tuning in. My name is Caden Knapp. You can reach out to me anytime at 25knapp@OtsegoKnights.org. I'll be calling some BG women's basketball starting in early November. Their first game is on the 4th. They play Southern Miss. I'll be on WBGU 88.1 FM. But, yeah, thank you all so much. I'll be back for Otsego basketball season to call Otsego games. I'll keep you posted if we're able to do another football broadcast. Good night, everyone. Stay safe. Otsego wins 7-0.